Director of Food and Beverage from Walden Yacht Club, and I have Carrie, Ranney, Golfers Against Cancer, and Rinkers Boat World, and then we'll speak with Todd, Kiefer, owner of You've Seen It, who does event props and rentals. The show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic and the Lake Conroe Realty Group. Roger Stein Chiropractic is located at 3033 West Davis by Conroe High School in Taco Bell. We all know where that is, on Highway 105. And they treat everyone from infants to seniors, weekend athletes to professionals, with a focus on natural holistic healing to relieve pain and also achieve optimal health. Dr. Stacy Rogers holds certifications in adjusting extremities, arms, legs, hands, feet, clinical nutrition, prenatal, and pediatric care. New patients is $25 that gets donated back to CASA, and that's for your first visit. And CASA helps kids in CPS custody. So that's Roger Stein Chiropractic. The Lake Conroe Realty Group serves the greater Conroe area as the best source for buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Talk to Vinny Sinisi because it's an easy name to remember. A few things happening out around us in the Conroe area. Now is the time you can join Better Living for Texans and commit to be fit in 2023 with Walk Across Texas. You can team up with coworkers, family, friends, and walk across Texas. It's a free team-based 8-week physical activity program starting now. You walk 832 miles collectively with 8 people, but you don't have to walk. You can run, you can dance, you can do gardening, whatever it is. It doesn't matter as long as your feet are moving and the steps count. So you can contact Michelle Scaife at Better Living for Texans at 936-522-2363 at their Airport Road over by the Convention Center, their office, which is Texas A&M. Okay, AgriLife. Thursday, June 8th, and continuing Thursdays through the summer, the Conroe Art League will host an introductory course in sculpting. Let's play with clay. That kind of sounds fun. You know, I haven't ever done that. So they're going to be doing all kinds of things with that, and that's with the Conroe Art League. They are also painting people and places, and you can sign up for that. They have so many classes this summer for all ages. It doesn't matter what age you are. They have classes for kids, teens, and adults. So check it out, ConroeArtLeague.com. The musical comedy La Cage aux Folles, or Birds of a Feather, starts this Friday for 3 weeks, and that is at the Owen Theater, and it is the last performance for the Players Theater Company until they start up again in September. So it's a fun performance, and you can get tickets at owentheater.com. The Crichton Theater is hosting Nightbird, an authentic tribute to Fleetwood Mac, this Saturday, June 10th, and you will see all the energies of the 70s and 80s of Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac, CrichtonTheater.org. Auditions for Anything Goes is also this Saturday at 11 a.m., and that's going to be at the Owen Theater. So you might be interested in trying out for that. That will be the first performance of the new season that premieres in September. owentheater.com. So with that, we're going to take a quick break and come back and talk about Golfers Against Cancer with my 3 guests.
Listen in Mondays at noon to hear Conroe news from local nonprofits, businesses, upcoming events, Conroe Park events, news stories, and information that matters to you with your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. For more information about being a guest, visit irlonestar.com/Conroe Culture.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Team Sinisi is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News. Vinny Sinisi and his professional team provide comprehensive real estate services throughout the greater Montgomery County area and beyond. Whether looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Team Sinisi has an impeccable reputation. Contact Team Sinisi for a great experience at teamsinisi.com. That's TEAMSINISI.com.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That's Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on the computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as yours.
And we are back with my guest today, and we're going to learn all about the 20th annual Golfers Against Cancer golf tournament that is happening on at Walden on Lake Conroe. Is that correct, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct.
Okay, August 7th. And so who wants to start us off? Carrie?
Sure. So first thing, we're really excited. It's our 20th anniversary for the Walden Group for Golfers Against Cancer. Overall, the national chapter has been doing it for 27 years. In case people aren't familiar with Golfers Against Cancer, it's an all volunteer-based organization, and we raise money for cancer research. And currently, we've raised over $27 million.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And it goes all for cancer research. And right now, we're known for being a part of 100+ research projects that are helping find a cure for cancer.
So how many of these Golfers Against Cancer golf tournaments are there? Are
So
they all
there's
over?
there's two a year just here in the Texas area, but we have a few other chapters sprinkled out throughout the United States, like Colorado. Sometimes there'll be some in Georgia and North Carolina, but mainly right now it's Colorado, and then the two chapters here in Texas. One being here at Walden, which was started 20 years ago with from Dan McIntyre, who you've spoken with before, and Bob Drucker. Dan was getting over his mother having cancer. Bob's wife currently had cancer, and then Dan's like, hey, there's let's back up. The whole Golfers Against Cancer got started in 1997 down at the clubs of Kingwood, and it was one of the members that was really well respected, an assistant pro, Mike Prolong, that both were diagnosed with cancer. And the Bobby Jones and his wife, Bobby Jones was talking to his wife one day, and he's like, this is awful, what can we do? And she's like, you want to make a difference? Start something. So the first year they had a gala and a fundraiser, a golf tournament, and it only raised $80,000, as silly as that sound, and now we're at $27 million. So
That's
it's
huge.
been going
That's huge.
on, and it literally, when I say it's a community event and an event from Texas and the whole United States that's supporting it, it is, and that's how I know these two, because we all support each other. And so this year is our 20th for the Walden one. So just so you know, Walden is always the first Monday of every August. So this year it's August 7th. And then for the Kingwood tournament, which will be our 27th year, it's always
Are you involved with that one too?
Yes, ma'am. I'm on
Okay.
the national board. So that one is usually the weekend before Thanksgiving. It's been that way for the last 27 years. We're going to see how it goes this year, because last year we had to cancel one part of it due to the weather. So we're thinking if we might want to rethink it. But that one is a 3-day ordeal. It has a gala, it has a sponsors tournament on Sunday, and then on Monday is a pro-am and the regular golf tournament. That one's on steroids.
Yeah.
Well, that's fabulous.
Yes.
So, gentlemen, Hoffy, how did you get involved with this?
So I started working at Walden Yacht Club, so now called Walden's Lakeview Dining, and they got me involved to participate with the actual tournament itself, and started playing and saw how much it does for the community as well.
And
so,
you always give to our
Yeah.
silent auction, his organization.
yeah, and that's what's so important as well. Just the impact they do for the community as well was just so thoughtful, and just it's mind blowing how much they do for everybody as well. So we wanted to be involved in it, and a little bit get more involved.
And I mean, let's
good.
face it, everyone knows somebody, unfortunately, that has cancer,
Yeah.
did have cancer,
Sure.
unfortunately lost their battle with cancer. So that I think that's another drive-in factor for everybody that's involved with the tournament.
It touches lives.
It
Yes.
does, and
Absolutely.
it's literally those three criterias. And I mean, we're getting there. I mean, it's unbelievable what our funds have accomplished. I mean, I lost my best friend when she was 18, and now her cancer is pretty much one that you can survive. So our dollars are making a difference.
Understand. I lost my sister 12 years ago to cancer.
Yeah, everybody's
And-
got somebody or so. Yeah.
Yep, somebody that they know, somebody in their family.
Yeah.
So, Todd, how did you get involved? How'd they ring you in?
Through Carrie. We had just launched our new business last fall. Got to know Carrie a little bit. She's been helpful in a lot of the promotions with what we do.
Carrie wraps herself around a lot of things,
I don't,
all the
I don't
way.
know how she does
Just
it,
like
but
you,
she does.
all of us
She's
do.
all in or she's not. That's the way it rolls,
And that's
right?
what's good about it as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
they were planning your gala, and Carrie reached out to actually my wife. She is more in the business than I am, and talked about a theme and what could we do. And the next thing I know, I'm in Magnolia taking down fencing, so we could set up a stage with a Western theme. So we've made that part of what we offer, but we now have it's actually like an entrance to a ranch. So we enjoyed it. We did that. We actually set a nice photo area up when you come in, Western theme again, and plan on being there this year. We hope. But again, Carrie, yeah, she reached out
No,
to
all of us.
and-
We all like. It's something near and dear to our hearts,
Yeah.
and we
Yes,
all support
yes.
each other. So
So you have some sponsors already right now?
we do. We
Who are
have we have a new number of families like Joy and Doc Criswell, the Winklers. If you go on our website, we have all the local businesses that are coming in too. So just so you know, with the tournament every year, there's a number of ways that you can sign up. You can either sign up to be a part of the tournament. You could be there's sponsorship packages. There's individual golfers, teams of 4, which Hoffy's been on. You should see what he wears. You could sponsor a hole.
Patriotic, ma'am.
You can.
How much is it to sponsor a hole?
That one is $1,500. So you
Okay.
can sponsor a hole, and you get a number of sort of marketing opportunities for the day of, beforehand, and the whole year
Because
following.
it's your hole.
Exactly. And then you could also, so there's 2 parts to our Golfers Against Cancer for both locations. The first part that generates them the money is obviously the golf tournaments, but then we have a silent auction for each of them. The one at Walden actually is it starts that weekend of, and that's like sort of the jump start. So that one will start on Friday, the 4th, at Cafe in the Greens. So for all of you that aren't familiar, Walden on Lake Conroe Golf Club is on Walden Road, and it's also where Cafe in the Greens. So Walden on Lake Conroe Golf Club is private. However, the day of, it's not. So you can come and play one of the best golf courses. It has 3 holes that are international.
Top
so
notch.
yes, there's some pretty fun holes. You got to go over the water and such. But then you also, Cafe in the Greens is open to the public, and that's where our silent auction will live, and it starts that Friday on the 4th, August 4th, and then that'll run all the way till the end of the event at 6:30. And oh my goodness, the local companies and community and everybody, the things that they've donated and that we're already collecting is unbelievable.
Tell me about some of them.
We have a 20-person wine tasting at Bernhard. Donna's Interiors, $1,000 for her company. Little Palms, which, the Winklers, they always auction off an evening cruise or a day cruise on Little Palms. Then there's Gym Hardware. The list goes on. And we'll be, one of our national board members, George, is amazing. He's out of Arizona currently. He has the most amazing jewelry collection. So anybody that is into rodeo kind of looks, and the crosses and the rhinestones and the turquoise.
Bold designs.
Yes. We have that. We're going to have signed golf flags this year from like Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicholson. I mean, jerseys. We've really ramped up the last couple years. I feel it's like the next generation of Golfers Against Cancer volunteers that are stepping up, like with Ronaldo and Brandy and Todd and Hoffy. So we're really excited. So yeah.
How much do you expect to raise? What's your goal?
Every year we say for just that day we want to at least raise 200,000. So last year we made our 2 million mark just at Walden. So that's a lot. Little golf course in Lake Conroe, Montgomery, Texas.
Well, it's very exciting.
But it's really fun. Like the day you can come and hang out, and Cafe in the Greens will be open. You can look at the silent auction. Usually at the end of the tournament, one of the local restaurants, in the past it's been Rudy's. I'm waiting to see if they're going to commit to it. They provide like a barbecue dinner. There's always a dinner afterwards and a celebration. And Ramon Torres, he always plays on the golf course. And for those of you who haven't been to Cafe in the Greens, I think it's a hidden gem, like your locations. They all have like it's a beautiful setting. You're right there in the golf course. You've got the waterfall playing, a beautiful new patio, the big old trees all around you for shade. So
you need all that in August.
You do.
That's all I'm saying.
August is the
not my
staff
favorite
is
month.
amazing. So yeah, that's our tournament. That'll be on the 7th, and then we have our little kickoff party in a couple weeks.
Okay, so Hoppy, your role is you're the Director of Food and Beverage.
Yes, ma'am.
So how many restaurants are there?
So there's two. There's one for more casual dining, so it's actually poolside as well. So it's similar to like bar style food, and then we've got the yacht club as well, or Walden's Lakeview Dining now. That's a little bit more casual dining, fine dining.
Yes, and the yacht club is where different groups have different luncheons
Yep.
and things
So
like
we've
that.
been open now for about 50 years or so. So they just actually celebrated that last year, I think. So it's been a really good staple for the community as well.
Do you
It's
like
all
cooking?
on the water.
Same now.
Do you enjoy food and cooking?
Yeah, I got a big family. So actually last night we were making sugar cookies with my little ones. So that was a lot of fun as well.
Bringing it down.
Yes,
yeah?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Start from
Getting
the beginning.
everybody involved. Well, let's talk a minute about what you've got going on over there.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on. This year, our primary focus were a little bit more towards the kids as well, because it's Madeley Ranch Elementary School in Walden itself. So obviously with summertime, there's not a lot to do with the little kiddos and whatnot. So we said, yeah, let's focus a little bit more the events towards the kids. So
That's a great idea.
yeah, and I mean, a lot of people have been talking about doing movie nights, and I know Carrie was one of them as well a while back. And we talked about it and said, yeah, let's pull the trigger this year. And so we got one of our servers, actually, she was a headliner for one of the theaters down here. And she's going to actually open our movie night June 15th with Moana. She's going to actually sing one of the songs for Moana. So it's going to be a good intro.
Really
So
fun for kids.
yeah, I know. And we're going to try to keep it poolside as well, depending on the weather. So it's going to be our first one, basically. So we'll see if we can do it
And
justice.
the view is amazing there. Oh,
Yeah.
my good. I think it's one of the best views of Lake Conroe.
Yeah, no, and it's especially Jenny Davis. She's going to come out there giving us popcorn as well. So she's also a local business owner that's going to help us out. And then Todd's going to come with his 360 or photo booth, depending on what he can bring
Either
out,
one.
because he's been busy so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear about your business.
Uh,
So
a lot of fun. is
You've
business.
also got a few other things. You've got a Father's Day meal coming up, June 18th.
Yeah, so we actually try to do a little bit more for the fathers, because everybody knows obviously the moms are the most important in the family as well. So we said, you know what, Mother's Day gets so much justice and so much attention. So we said, let's do something for the fathers. So we're going to actually have a cornhole contest, and we're going to...
Fun will that be?
Yeah, I don't know if people would the reference pop-up pants. So we were joking about old grandfather pants.
I love it.
Yeah, so we're going to do a contest with that specifically at the
Oh,
breakwater.
that's funny.
And then ugly tie contest at the yacht club as well. So a little bit more formal. So bring your ugly ties out. So I know you've got a couple.
My ties are not ugly.
He just call you out or what?
I may have one or two.
Yeah.
He's always a little flamboyant.
How often do you
sometimes.
wear ties anymore?
You know what? When I got out of college, I had to wear a tie every day.
Really?
And I did that for
That doesn't
years.
sound fun.
It was not. So when I got out of that line of work,
Sounds like it would choke you.
it does.
I'm sure he wants to choke me at the moment.
Yeah.
You ever watch Andy Griffith? That was the one I always remember. It had one of the older guys. He said he didn't like wearing ties because it reminded him of a hanging that he went to one time. So that's that. Ties are tight. You're right.
Yeah.
Unless you want
Ugh.
to wear the clip on, which I
your
think you can
favorite
still
one.
buy.
But
That'll be fun.
So you've got a lot of stuff going on. What's open to the public out there?
so the Walden's Lakeview Dining is open to the public. Breakwater Grill, the restaurant, we've been trying to obviously pinpoint exactly if that's going to be just for the homeowners or not. Obviously, the pool, you have to have an access card. So that is homeowner driven. But the breakwater, you as a homeowner can actually bring 10 guests out as well just to come and enjoy some of the
So it's who
activities.
you know.
Exactly. We know Miss Margie Taylor.
Well, I don't live there, though.
But you know Carrie Ranney, and she lives
Okay.
out there.
Well,
Okay.
the nice thing is, though, so Walden Lakeview Dining, everybody knows it as the Yacht Club.
Yeah.
Now it's called Lakeview Dining, and then Breakwater Grill is right next to it. So you have more of the formal dining and the events, and he has like his weekly
Oh, the martini nights as well.
martini nights Wednesday through Friday.
Wine
Then they
down
have
Wednesday.
the Sunday brunches,
Sunday
which
brunch.
are unbelievable. All of that's open to the public.
Yes.
Oh,
So everything
well,
on the
that's
Walden
cool.
Lakeview Dining. So, but then we also doing the Summer Splash Bash, and that's also kids
Yes.
driven. So we're going to try to see if we can bring out any inflatable company out there just to do something special for the kiddos as well. So Peyton Howie is going to perform for that one. So she's also a local that did a
Be
performance.
playing for us
Yeah.
too. So, just so you know, Peyton Howie, she got her start in the Cowboy Church,
Yeah.
and is she 18, 19?
No, she
If
just
that-
turned 21 not too long ago.
21.
I've seen her name around.
Yeah.
She is amazing. Hoffy, Jeff Canada, they all,
Oh, yeah.
with their promotions, got
Yeah.
her from the Cowboy Church to where she is now. And I tell you what, she is on her way to Nashville. That is for sure.
She does a lot of stuff with Rebecca Smith.
She may,
Yeah.
I think she does.
Yeah.
But she'll go anywhere from a 5-piece band to her acoustic gentleman, and she has a stage presence.
Yep.
She's phenomenal, like such a talented musician. She actually will be playing at yours at
Yep.
the summer bash.
Splash Bash, yes. And that's going to be July 29th.
So what is that one about? That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that
that's
one
mostly
again
just
will be
kids
all
driven as
local
well.
vendors.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of vendors that's going to come out there, and so we again specifically want to promote local businesses. So, like for example, Todd, Kiefer, Jenny Davis. There's another one, a cool one, the jewelry bar. They come out there with a big bus. You can actually get on the bus and get some jewelry and handbags and a whole bunch of different things. So it makes it fun for the ladies as well.
Sometimes I bring my boat out for
That's
VIP for VIP seating for the.
You have a boat?
Well, no, my boat for my company, for Rinkers Boat Club. Last year we brought a large pontoon that had a really fun
and
floor
a VIP
plan.
for VIP
And then you
seating.
can go and sit up there and view it up in the air, and it's sort of fun.
Yeah,
So
good job.
it's great because Margie, literally, it's all community. That's open in the community. So you have live music, you have local vendors.
Yeah.
Your staff does an amazing job with food and drinks, and sometimes there's specialty little vendors there. with
Yeah, and I
little-
mean, like Charlie as well. He's been really involved with us as well because he does a lot of festivals out here. So he's trying to do more stuff with us because he's also community driven. Some of the staff, I mean, we just looked at how long some of they've been there. I think Miguel Abraham has been there 48 years. Yeah, so a lot of the staff been 40 plus years
That's
over
a
there.
long time.
Yeah, some of their first jobs out there.
And
they
it's
stayed there.
all lakeside, and it's beautiful. And like a lot of our friends that own boats go zipping by, Chad and his cigarette boat.
Well, someday I'll own a boat again.
Yes, yes.
Someday.
So you can come by water if you
Yep.
want. There are some slips. Sometimes
Yep.
people will go right on the edge there and just anchor in and listen to the live music. And then obviously they're down off of Walden Road if you look up both of them. But it's nice because they're side by side. So you have the formal one, and some people will start in the evening on Friday for
And then-
martini night.
And then go over to Breakwater afterwards, or they do the Sunday brunch and then go to the Breakwater as well and spend the whole day there. So that's what's
course.
phenomenal about it.
Or Friday they'll go and have a couple martinis at Walden, and then
What's your hottest martini? Martinis are a hot thing suddenly.
I know.
I mean, there's like the
you guys make a mean
Cosmo
Cosmo
I'll
for
say-
me.
The coffee.
The
tastes-
coffee, yeah,
there's chocolate. There's coffee. There's cucumber.
The cucumber one, I'm not a big fan of, but the espresso one, obviously, you can see it
Espresso
gives
is
you a
really
bit of a
good,
zip there as
smooth.
well. But
You
they're
like
all
the
classic
lemon drop. I
lemon
like
drop.
the
Lemon drop,
Cosmo.
that's-
Yeah, but no, I mean, I would say the espresso one is the most popular
Yeah,
one.
that's
but
the one I like
everybody
because it
refers
doesn't taste
to-
like alcohol.
And it's great pricing too. It's not like
Okay.
some of these no offense, the Woodlands. It's not like the $14.
No, not at all. Especially on martini nights when we try to do it, it's $4 a martini. So
Like
it's
you
nothing.
cannot beat that.
Well, I could do that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So-
All right.
And then a lot of people then will go next door to Breakwater and listen to live music
Good
that
music.
Hoffy and his group have lined up.
And
So
we
it's
got-
fun.
What's it, Singo and Trivia on Thursday nights over there as well. So yeah.
All right, let's bring it back to Golfers Against Cancers. If somebody is interested, which everybody should be interested, right, Carrie? They go to waldengolf.com/GAC.
Correct, which
Correct?
stands for Golfers
Or
Against
they
Cancer.
go to golfersagainstcancer.org.
Correct. That's the national one.
Or they could go on Facebook.
Correct. You can look us up. You can find us, or you can come to our. We're having a ribbon cutting ceremony, Wednesday, June 14th, and it's actually a combination of Golfers Against Cancer, and you've seen it, props and rentals. We're having a dual. We both joined the Chamber of Commerce, which you're a member of Conroe, Lake Conroe. Very, very strong organization. Yeah. So we're going to have our official ribbon cutting ceremony, and it is going to be fun. So don't be surprised when you pull up at Walden.
So this is going to be at Walden out there.
Correct. Okay. At the Lake Conroe Golf Club / cafe. You may pull up and see a giant dragon in the front yard. You may, Brandy and Todd, who knows what they're going to be up, but it's a dual purpose. Well, 3, I feel. It's to bring awareness to Golfers Against Cancer event. That's August 7th. It's also of what we're doing, but it's also to bring awareness and a thank you to all of our community companies and individuals that help sponsor us. Again, Hoffy being one of them, Todd and Brandy. That's why it only made sense for us to do a dual ribbon cutting ceremony. There'll be live music by Miss Peyton Howie. I'm so excited. She just decided.
Don't be pounding on the table.
No, she just decided she is coming, or she can join us. So there'll be live music from 5 to 7:30 from her. Unfortunately, Peyton has a family member right now that is battling cancer. So this is even more endear to her heart. So she will be playing with her acoustic gentleman. We are going to have a special Golfers Against Cancer cucumber drink, $4. Then we'll have a happy hour drink specials. They always have special menu items. We'll also have a chance to win a fully stocked bar, which every year I have to give a shout out to Tamara Zubik. We all love and know her.
She's awesome.
She's amazing. She's with Prime America. She every year her company donates a fully stocked bar. So it's over $1,000 worth of every top shelf liquor. We put it in a really nice collapsible wagon with all the glasses and accessories. So you'll have a chance to win that. You'll have a chance to win or to be able to buy a heart to in honor of somebody that's either survived cancer fighting it or has passed from it. So it's going to be fun, just with all that. All of us will be there. Yeah. And then we're going to have the photo digital booth, which is going to be about Brandy and Todd, and he can expand with what they do and
what
how.
What do you do?
What don't I do?
Okay.
It's probably easier to say that.
Tell me about your business and how you got started.
Well, it's like the name goes, it's event props and rentals. It's a unique story. We lived about 6 years in Georgia before moving here back in, I think, 2006. So where we lived in southwest Georgia, at Christmas time, an older gentleman would put an old Fiat in his yard with an antiquated Santa Claus that would wave with a tape recorder, I believe. Everybody would go there and get pictures. I mean, huge crowds. So, we moved to Texas. My mother-in-law at that time had a 1978 Corvette. So when we got it here, kind of as a joke, we put it in the front yard. And I remember that year all I could find was a blow-up small Santa Claus. So we put it in the front seat, or the driver's seat, obviously, 2 seats. Took the T-tops out and put some lights on it and sat in our garage. And people would stop. Can we have our picture taken? Can we have a picture? So we thought, well, that's kind of cute. So the next year we got a little more advanced. We bought a male mannequin with a Santa Claus outfit and a couple deer in front of it and put some more lights on it. And more people stopped. So by about the 3rd year, I think our yard was full, from jet ski with a snowman on it to a small boat with a lady sailor in it to our nativity scene to 35 Christmas trees that my wife insisted we needed. So lights.
Do you have a large property?
No, we live in Walden.
No, it literally it reminds me of something you used to see back in the day in a mall.
Yeah.
Right? It's like
the
that Christmas village, and you're like, wow.
Oh, like Foley's or something.
Yeah, like all the it's amazing.
Yeah. So anyway, people, we only would be open on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights, and but the big thing about us is we would let people walk around the yard and take pictures. So through the years, I've had so many people thank me, young couples like, man, thank you for letting us bring our children up here and be in the pictures. We just love what you do. I think the last year we did it, we had about 5,000 people sign our guest book that we would put in the driveway. But I hurt my back that year. So we had neighbors, fortunately, that come together, and as I crawled around showing them what to take down and put away, they did. So we stopped. I don't know why, but last fall my wife said, we have all of these props for Christmas. We should start a business and see if we can still, go out to people. So I still have a sore back, but we now have a business that we do. We do the yacht club for Christmas. We have Mr. Claus, Mrs. Claus. We have
October Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween.
Oh my
We've
goodness,
branched out to
Halloween was
Halloween
amazing
now.
at
with-
Break
Is it
Water.
scary, Halloween, what you do?
Well, not really.
The werewolf was.
Sometimes the
we
kids
got-
love that, things that jump out and all.
Yeah, we've got a couple 9.5-foot werewolves that their eyes light up and they growl. I think we got a 9.5-foot skeleton that lights up, another 9-foot.
So you're good at parties.
Yeah.
So
well,
no, then Hoffy heard about them and said, "Hey, why don't
Yeah.
you guys come and do Breakwater and,
And support
the
a
yacht
local
club?"
business owner as well,
Right.
and then just do something for the kiddos and especially the community. And it was a
Unbelievable.
blast. What
If you
they've
go on
done
their
so far.
Facebook page,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and somehow, I think it was around Halloween, we ended up with a life-size snow globe, which you'd think Christmas. But I think we put, you and I were in it for a while, and then we ended up putting some witches in it and skeletons and some lights, but it's a blown up 10-foot by 10-foot circular snow globe. So we have 2 of those, but you can use them anytime throughout the year. We just advanced now and found a 13-foot, so it's our biggest one yet. With the idea of birthday parties, parties with balloons, parties with maybe under the sea scene. It's not just tied to Christmas. So, I mean, we have...
Yeah, you have to check.
You need to connect with the chamber for when they have their chairman's
Yes.
ball.
Yes, we do.
thing-
We do.
thing.
We recently did a stage for the Republican women, I guess, in Montgomery County,
Yeah.
a stage scene for them.
Okay.
But we're at the point now where if you call my wife and actually kind of talk together, you're going to come up with something you want. I'm going to end up building it or finding it somewhere and setting it up. So, yeah, we have about everything you could need.
Rinkers Boat World, we hired them for Christmas when we had our Santa just to add a whole nother element. It was so fun.
Yeah.
It was outside, and they had a Santa where people can go inside and have a snowball fight and take pictures, take videos. Then they came out, they had cocoa. Then they went inside and visited Santa, and it was like some of the... a lot of the kids are from Texas. They don't even know what a snowball was.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is so fun. And it just added a whole nother element to our event. And so, again,
Yeah, and you just made me think, one of the last, maybe it was not the last year, the second to last year when we did Christmas at our house, we had, there's a local Mr. and Mrs. Claus that will do appearances. We had them come, and I put snow machines in the second floor windows above them with a canopy kind of covering them. Oh my goodness, I cannot tell you how many parents backed up and wanted to videotape their kids with the snow falling because it doesn't snow here. So we do have, actually 3 snow machines now. I've got a snow cannon.
and you
too,
did
so
that
we
for
can-
Jingle Mingle at Walden this year.
The
They
wind didn't
actually
help
had the
us.
snow machine. And Margie, we were all outside getting pictures with snow and having a snowball. It was so fun.
Yeah, the amount of time that they donate as well. I mean, it's nuts, especially like when you talk about Golfers Against Cancer, the folks donating the time and them as well. I mean, for the longest time, they didn't do anything to charge or whatnot.
No.
And we felt bad to a point where it's like, holy moly, I mean, the amount of time you've got a full-time job with PPG.
Yes, I do.
Oh, this isn't your thing?
No. I have a full-time job. I've been with PPG for almost 27 years. That's how we moved. They moved us from Illinois to Michigan to Georgia to here. So, but when we got here, it took me a long time to get to Texas. I told them I'm not leaving. So I'm done with the moving. But yeah, I have a full-time job that I try and take care of myself. Mainly my wife. This is her business.
It's her thing. So
She's amazing.
Can you contact Brandy by calling this number, this 229 number?
Absolutely, 869-3520. That's her number, I think.
229-869-3520. And you also have a Facebook page.
Correct.
You don't have a website yet, but you
Not
have
yet.
Facebook.
Yes.
So you can just Google it.
You've seen it.
You've seen it. Like a scene from a movie. SCENE. You, as in the letter U. You seen it, and you can find it.
I think you got to type in on Facebook.
Right.
It'll probably come up
You
that
can
way,
put it in
but-
there.
It comes
in the
up right away. It
search.
has 2
You've
little
seen it. It
eyeballs.
does.
You
But
see it
on-
right away.
We also have a Google business page, and
Okay.
But you have to put event props and rentals in addition to that. That's part of the name of the business.
If
So,
you
yeah.
want it, you'll find it.
That's
That's
correct.
And
I
I'll be
found it right
connected
away.
with Golfers Against Cancer. They're going to have a little area. You'll see anything that they've done through Walden, Lakeview Dining, and Breakwater. Because, again, we all we all work together. Like I have an event,
Yeah.
they'll help me. They have an event, I'll help. You know what I mean? It's
collaboration.
It's
absolutely,
wonderful, and it's the way it should be done.
Yeah.
That sounds great. You know, your props and things. Have you heard of what we do in downtown Conroe, the Christmas on Main?
No, but
It's
we would love
in
to be
collaboration
involved
with the
that.
tree lighting.
Yes, we'd love to be involved with that.
Yeah, the tree lighting happens the Tuesday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Whenever Thanksgiving falls, it's either in December or November, not Thanksgiving, but the Tuesday after Thanksgiving is when we've done it 6 years, I believe. And we get about 3,000 people in a short amount, couple hour time that go through there. That would be fun. You know what? We're going to take a quick break and come right back and hear more about Golfers Against Cancer and about all three of you, Todd, Hoffy, and Carrie. Sound good?
Good.
We'll be right back.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Team Sinisi is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News. Vinny Sinisi and his professional team provide comprehensive real estate services throughout the greater Montgomery County area and beyond. Whether looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Team Sinisi has an impeccable reputation. Contact Team Sinisi for a great experience at teamsinisi.com. That's TEAMSINISI.com.
And we are back hearing from three people today. We're hearing from Todd Kiefer. He's the owner of You've Seen It, event props and rentals. Carrie Ranney with Rinkers World and Golfers Against Cancer. She's very involved with them on the national level. And then we have the Director of Food and Beverage at Walden Yacht Club, Hoffy Ferreira, and all talking about Golfers Against Cancer that happens on Monday, August 7th. And there's a few events before that. June 14th is the big day. I know that's Flag Day.
That'll be the first one for all of us.
But that is where they're all coming together at Walden and having a ribbon cutting with the Lake Conroe Chamber of Commerce.
Correct, at Cafe in the Greens.
Cafe
And that'll
in the
be
Greens.
both for Golfers Against Cancer awareness party and then for you to be able to see what You've Seen It can do. They'll have their photo booths. You'll be able to see their digital and their 360. You'll be able to see some of their really fun props. Their globes, a lot of information of all the
And that's at 5 p.m. on June 14th.
5 to 7:30 on June 14th. That's open to the public. Come in again, enjoy some specialty drinks and food and live music from Peyton Howie. Buy a raffle ticket for a chance for a fully stocked bar, and then see what both of us what You've Seen It is capable of doing, and then what we're all about as well.
Okay, and then there's some other fun things happening at Walden
Yes, ma'am.
coming up. And some of those things involved projects for kids. Tell me about some of the events again.
Yeah, so June 15th, the day after Katie's big bash over there at the golf course, we're going to have our first movie night with Moana. That's going to be basically starting at 8 o'clock, but we try to time the sun as well, so it might be 8:30 depending on when
Right.
it goes down.
Dusk.
Yes, ma'am. And then we've got
Father's Day
Father's Day,
next.
June 18th. So we'll do a couple of fun things at the Walden's Lakeview Dining. Just do the ugly tie contest at the breakwater. We got the pop-up pant contest,
Cornhole, all that
cornhole
good
contest.
stuff.
So a lot of fun activities. And
Wear
then
your fancy shorts.
oh yeah, I've
and
got a pair of
fancy ties.
fancy.
I cannot wait to
Oh
see
no,
what
I've got a
Men
couple that I'm
wear.
gonna pose as well because everybody always gives me their pants when we go on their boats. I'm always.
As long as you're not doing belly flop contests.
I don't have a belly yet, but
Yeah.
but no, we've got the Summer Splash Bash as well, which is July 29th, kids driven as well. So we're going to see if we can get so many inflatables out there just for them to have some fun and just get them and the moms and dads out there with some of the vendors. Katie's helping us out with. So yeah,
And that's what I love about it. It's vendors, it's live music,
Yeah.
it's food, it's taking on the water. You'll usually see some type of event or scene or something that Brandy and Todd fester up that's appropriate, and it's really fun. It's
basically like 5,000 homes in Walden and their backyard. That's what's phenomenal about it. You don't have to drive all the way out to 105
Right.
to go find parking somewhere else. You just pop on your golf court, come down there, and just have a
and a
good
lot of
time.
our friends will come by water and anchor in and take in. Peyton Howie will be playing. Who
Yeah.
else is playing on that?
It's Cannon Brand is going to open from 5 to 7, and then Peyton plays from 8 to 10.
So if you go on the Facebook page of any of ours, like
Yeah.
Walden Lakeview Dining, Breakwater Grill, you've seen it. That's what you would type in, or Golfers Against Cancer. You're gonna see all of our events
All the
that are
stuff.
gonna be
Yeah.
popping
Because
up.
y'all work together.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
do, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Supporting
Very
each
good. So
other.
what do you need most for Golfers Against Cancer right now?
We would love for anybody, again, there's several ways. You can either become a sponsor, individual golfer, a team of 4 golfers. It's fun. If you have a company, bring your whole company out, enjoy a day of golf.
You still need auction items?
Yes, ma'am. So anybody, even though our auction team is killing it right now, we never will say no. And so silent auction items, and or then come on the 4th through the 7th in August and purchase some of those silent auction items. From June 14th to August 7th, stop by and buy a raffle ticket for a chance to fully stocked bar from Tamara Zubik at Prime America. And or on our website, you can just make a donation of any type and give a memory or a message to somebody, a loved one that maybe has been touched in cancer some way. And again, we're volunteer based. So your money is not like some of these organizations that's paying for
Operations. So
yes,
forth.
it's literally
Administration.
it's going to cancer research, and $27 million. I mean, look at all these organizations like the Michael Fox, how much money he's raised with his people that have these organizations that are generating money. They're making a difference in their cause and their cure. And it'll be really fun if you could come on the 14th, because wait till you see what Brandy and Todd are going to have in store.
It's always a lot of
Talk
fun.
about pressure.
We were having a meeting with Dan
And now it's on the
McIntyre.
radio.
We're like,
Okay.
is it okay if we have a large dragon at the front of Cafe? And he was like, sure. And they tell him about the latest prop that you got, the little car for.
Yeah, it's like a 1949 Oldsmobile, but it's
Wow.
not a car. Actually, the gentleman in the area built it, and I think it was used for the Christmas Story play at the theater here in town for some years. And then he had it in storage and just decided he just didn't want to keep it anymore. So one of those things my wife found, and she's like, we need that. So I'm on
So
my way to
fun.
pick it up. It's in one of our storage facilities. So I leave here. I'm going to get that to bring it home to make sure that it's ready for next week. I think we've got a thought process of maybe some older
Golf
golf
attire.
bags or something like that we can stand by it, because it's mainly a photo prop is what
Right,
it is. It was a
right.
stage prop, now a photo prop. We got to work on some seating inside of it, but we thought that would go right in with the golf course. So yeah, that's
But that's
one.
what's great about y'all. You just tell them what you're envisioning or what your theme is, and then they'll be like, "What about this? What about this?" It just adds.
got so
and you
much
know, it
stuff,
adds
yeah.
such another element. Like
Yeah.
when you've had your Halloween trick or treating for the kids.
That
at
made
Breakwater.
that event as well, because I mean it was so impactful seeing that, what was it, like 20-foot werewolf looking thing.
Well, no, not 20 foot.
Yeah, but it felt like it because
I
that thing
know.
was just looking down on all of us. But even the boats looked minor against it. But
Well, and they do. They're animated. So, by emotion, they'll growl and their eyes will light up. So it was better at night.
I thought he was growling at me the whole time. Meanwhile, it was the werewolf.
I was. But just that, and then we have the smoke, the ground smoke we add to that. So we actually made an area this year where we kind of fenced in.
Yeah.
So you
So
have one
fun.
entrance to walk around, and from the tombstones for the cemetery to the scarecrows. To everything
During the
we
day,
had.
it was okay. At night, you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
A little bit,
Wow.
but it's not.
But even the boats stopped by to take photos as well. That's what I
I
forgot about.
know.
Yeah.
Like Margie, it is so, like, honestly, when we all work together, it is super fun.
Yeah.
Well, and matter of fact, we just had Brandy and I were just talking about that on the way here. We would talk with Jenny, the girl at
Jenny Davis, yeah.
Jenny Davis at the party store in Walden. To me, the best fun is when you get a group of people and everybody thinks different. So you start throwing ideas out, and some will stick and some won't. But you're going to have an idea.
But you're brainstorming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
And if
collaboration.
you don't say it out loud,
Yeah.
you can't figure out how it's going to work.
And
So
like you say,
everybody
where,
has a different vision.
where there's a will, there's a way. So if somebody's
Absolutely.
got an idea, we're going to figure out as
Right.
a team
How it's gonna
How that's
happen.
going to happen.
So you start at the top level and then bring it down. Who's doing what? Okay, we can make this happen.
So
that's
when you
great.
come on the 14th, obviously you'll be able to see all their different services.
stuff.
They have, if you want to have a princess party, if you want to have a mermaid party, I mean, what they can do is unbelievable, and you'll be able to see some of that there. And again, we're just blessed that last year for the gala, we sort of needed to jumpstart it again, and they're like, hey, we're going to do this, this, and this, and it was unbelievable. It was phenomenal. It was just what we needed.
And the fact that we've got somebody like him in Conroe and Montgomery, I mean, if you go downtown Houston, you pay an arm and a leg for these services, and just for what they've been doing is phenomenal. I mean, it's something
Right.
that's super affordable and just impactful.
Yeah, but I think you hit the nail on the head because with what we offer, obviously we're not going to have everything. But my wife is set up for consultation. You call her, you talk, you want to have a surprise birthday party, an anniversary party, whatever it is, start throwing ideas to her, and she's going to think.
Yeah, her
and sit
background's in
down.
theater, so when she thinks,
Have
she
you ever?
thinks.
I know you said you did a little bit for the Christmas story. Have you thought about connecting with the local community theaters here, the
Nope.
Owen Theater and the Crichton Theater, and doing more with them?
No, but see, this is good again because we're
I'm on the board for
we're
one
so
of them.
new. So
You
you're
should
giving
do that.
Well, no, you're giving
There
us
you go.
ideas, so we would love to do that.
Yeah.
exactly. So now this is an idea session while we're on the radio.
well,
So Hoffy
see,
and I
there we
better
go.
hurry up and book you for
go.
Christmas.
Yeah, and one of
No, don't forget about a window.
One of the things I did, yeah, and actually we did do that. We started out at the house. That's another one of those funny stories. My father-in-law had it was an old Walt Disney train because they lived in Florida for years. So I said, well, let's do a window scene. On the second story window, I put that train in there going around a track, and I think I might add a small Christmas tree and a little figure. Well, that grew and grew and grew to the point now where we go downstairs at the yacht club. So if you
so
walk around for
beautiful.
an event downstairs, we actually do a window scene with moving figures and lights. Like you say, it is something like you'd see at Macy's. And
It
we
is.
change it up a
Well,
little
it's an
bit
attraction
every year.
when you
And
come
they
in
did
there
a
to Walden.
Christmas tree lighting ceremony for Walden again that Hoffy had the Jingle Mingle. It was just, it all works out to, and then the Jingle Mingle, we had the snow. And it was fun.
They ought to be part of the Christmas parade, huh? The boat parade.
Yeah, yes. We'll
Well,
get you in with Janet.
We could be part of the boat parade. We do have a boat. I think, knock on wood, our mechanic has our generator working finally again, so that would be possible. But it seems like that was the same night. Sometimes we do
Close to.
something.
It's same as Jingle Mingle
Yeah.
usually.
Yeah, so
Last
we
year
have
it
to
was.
kind of pick and choose where
Or
we're
maybe
at.
you need to work with the coordinator.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe we can change the date a little
I'm
bit.
gonna have to talk. We'll have to talk to the boss,
Yeah,
my wife,
yep,
and
yep.
she'll get on that. One thing I did want to mention though, because you brought that up, was we will have at the ribbon cutting both of our. We have a kiosk standalone where we can put any type of background up and it'll take pictures like selfies. We also have a 360, which is seems
Photo
to be,
booth.
Yeah, a photo booth, which is the newer, and it'll be obsolete probably before long, but it's a platform that you stand on, a circular platform, and the video camera goes around you a couple passes, and you'll end up with 20 or 25 seconds.
I haven't seen that.
So
well,
fun.
please come out.
I won't be in town.
We're gonna come out again.
You're going to be, that's right.
Okay.
But I
We'll
mean,
be,
we have it around. But
Okay.
anyway, this one will hold like up to 7 adults, full-size adults, and then you can add uncopyrighted music to it, and then maybe a couple taglines. So it's just a little different twist on the old original selfies.
And what's nice is you don't get the paper one; it goes right to your phone, so
Yeah.
it's in your
That
pictures.
was nice. So
Immediately
So it's a
posted.
great
Thing.
branding opportunity
Yeah.
for companies. Like that's why we're going to do
Yeah.
it for the ribbon cutting ceremony.
Yes.
very good.
It'll support all of us.
Sounds terrific, and I think it's great that you're joining the Lake Conroe Chamber. That was the first one that I joined, and they've been around 90 years.
Holy moly.
Wow,
How about that?
they're
Damn.
amazing.
They're going to be celebrating 90 years at the end of the year.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, how about that?
Does that surprise me?
Okay, last minute thoughts.
Come see us Wednesday, June 14th at Cafe in the Greens on Walden Road.
And go to Golfers Against Cancer.
Correct. waldengolf.com/GAC, or if you just type it up, it'll start to show up. Again, any of our Facebook
Yeah,
pages.
Walden's Lakeview Dining, and then Breakwater Grill to it.
And see all the events you have for
Yes, ma'am.
summer. And connect with You Seen It on Facebook to find out how you can make your event even that much better and elaborate and getting the right scenes and all of that. And Carrie is also at Rinkers World.
Rinkers Boat World. So we always have ride and drives throughout the month. We're going to have one. Our next one is Saturday, June 17th.
Is that on the water?
It's
all of
right
that?
on the water. Our Lake Conroe location is right on the water. So come up and test drive 6 different brands, and it's great. You can figure out what you want. And then stay tuned. We've got our 45th year anniversary with Rinkers Boat World. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
And one last thing, our Rinker Racing. We have 3 generations of the Rinkers that are right now at the lead for Formula One powerboat racing that's been taken out throughout the United States. They just killed it at the Lake of the Ozarks. So a lot of really exciting stuff at Rinkers Boat World as well.
All right.
Yeah.
And I have to give kudos to our sponsors, Roger Stein Chiropractic, and with Team Sinisi, the Lake Conroe Realty Group. We appreciate what they do. I appreciate you guys coming on the show today and telling us collectively about Golfers Against Cancer, and then individually what your roles are and how you make the community better by what you do. By
Thank you,
partnering with
Margie, as
each other
always.
and your businesses.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you,
Okay, thank you all, and you can have a replay of this on Conroe Culture News, and we'll check in with y'all next week.